Hi, I'm Andi. Welcome back. I'm really happy that you're here. This is my August update for the Out the Door in 24 project pan. This project was created by Deb from the channel Deb B. It is a Fantastic Ladies collab. I will have a link to Deb's channel and a link to the Fantastic Ladies Facebook group. The idea behind this project, at the beginning of the year, we chose 24 items that we wanted to use to completion. It is suggested that anything that you have left at the end of the year that you then declutter. The second part of this project is monthly. For each update, you choose 24 items from your home that need to be decluttered, whether it be in your junk drawer or in your desk or something that is taking up space that doesn't need to be there. So I will have a photo at the end of the video on the 24 things that I decluttered this month. So like I said, we started off with 24 items. We have 6 items left. 6 items left. I am so excited with all of the progress that I have made on these items this year because these are, with the exception of a couple of things, the oldest items in my collection. So I love that I'm using them up and getting them out. So we're going to start with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. This is where I am now. This is in the shade number 3. This is the one item, I think, the one thing that I will not declutter at the end of the year. I don't think I'm going to be finished with it. Look at all of that I have left. I have no idea how this goes so slowly. I dip into it 2 to 3 times every time I do makeup, and I don't understand how it goes so slowly. How I still have so much product left. It's crazy to me. I used this product 16 times since the last update for a total of 111 uses. 111 uses. I'm a little bit more than halfway. I don't know. You guys, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm not using as much as I think I am. I am trying to finish my iced coffee from earlier today. It is delicious. It is absolutely delicious. Just saying, I do have a short on how I do my iced coffee at home. Not how I make it to drink, but how I actually steep it. I have a coffee diffuser. I do have one. I'll link it in the description box below and put it up in the cards up here because let me tell you what, best 20 bucks I ever spent. And it's way cheaper than going to Starbucks every day, which I dislike immensely. Just saying, don't hate me. Don't hate me. I just do not like Starbucks coffee. I think it tastes burnt. It's terrible. Next up is the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. This is going to look a little different. I did repress it, you guys. I will put up a picture of what it looked like before, and I was only using this as a powder contour because of it is such a cool shade, and I was using this brush, and that brush did very well with getting on the sides, which is where all of the product was located. But since I have used all of my bronzers in this project, I decided to repress it and actually use this as a bronzer. Get it out of here, because I use bronzer every time I do makeup. I do not use a powder contour every time I do makeup. So I thought I would get better use out of it than if I just use it as a powder contour. It is a little cool as a bronzer for me. I like my bronzers to be a little warmer, but anything to get it out. And I do enjoy using it. This is a great bronzer and very, very affordable. I used this 12 times since the last update for a total of 58 uses. Now, I really do think that this is going to go a lot faster, and it might even be rolled out by next update. If not next update, then definitely in October. Is this August, September? Yeah, definitely in October. It is pretty thin in there, and I really love that bronzer. I do. But yeah, now that I'm using it as a bronzer instead of a contour, I think it will go a lot faster. Now we have something that's very exciting. It is not empty yet. It is not empty yet, but this is the oldest item in my entire collection. And it is the Avon Glow Pressed Powder. This is in the shade Sun-Kissed Glow. I don't even think they make this anymore, but I have been using it as a finishing powder, and it is almost gone, you guys. I cannot wait. I will consider it a very big victory when this gets rolled out. I have used this 18 times since the last update for a total of 114 uses. When I brought this into the project, it did have quite a dip in it. It had a lot of use on it. It did not have a pan, but it did have a lot of use on it. And I have repressed this once, and yeah, I mean, I'm really excited with the progress that I have made on that. I know that this is at least, it's at least 10 years old, but maybe even 11 or 12 years old. And it still smells fine. It still works fine. It doesn't break me out, but I will be really happy to get that rolled out. We have the ColourPop Lippy Stick in the shade Heavy Petal. This I use as a cream blush. I do not use it as a lipstick. I use it as a cream blush. I love it as a cream blush. It is such a pretty shade. And what I do is I color a bunch on my hand, and then I take my sponge, dip it in, and then I apply it with a sponge. I feel like it works really well that way. Sometimes I'll apply it with a brush, but most of the time, because it's very pigmented, most of the time I'll just do a sponge and just a wash of color on my cheeks before I do my powder. I've only used this 3 times since the last update for a total of 20 uses. It did have some progress when I rolled it in, but not very much. I had not used this very much at all. I was able to make a new mark, and I will have that graphic up here. And I am really happy with the progress that I've made on this. I don't know if this will be one of the ones that I keep. If it's not done by the end of the year, I'm not sure I'm going to keep it. I may depot it and just put it into a cream blush container so that I can just use it as a cream blush. That's probably what I'll do. And we have another Lippy Sticks. This is in the shade Best Intentions. This also gets used as a cream blush. You guys, this will be gone by the end of the year. I am so excited. I worked on this thing almost all year last year. I felt like I hardly made any progress at all, and it was in my deck of panning in it for the long haul. And I just didn't feel like I was getting much progress. Then I discovered it as a cream blush, and for warm looks, it is gorge. It is beautiful. I used this 5 times since the last update for a total of 41 uses. So that's why this has a lot more progress on it than the other one. It has twice as much use on it. And I was also able to make a new mark on my graphic, and I will be putting that up. I use this in the same way. I will draw it on my hand, and then I will use my sponge and apply it that way. And it's just a really pretty warm blush. And then the last product that we have left in this project is the Ace Beauté Eyeshadow Primer. I am so happy with the amount of progress that I've made on this, because as I've said in the past, this is the eyeshadow primer that will never die. It's going to be around forever. I have used this 16 times since the last update for a total of 111 uses. And you guys, that's only in this project. It was here when I brought it in. So 111 uses between here and here. And like I tell you, every month, that's how much I use. That little bit right there. So that is plenty to do both eyes and the tip of my nose. Wayne Goss had this little tip that if your foundation tends to wear off the tip of your nose, to put eyeshadow primer on the end of your nose. So I have been doing that. One of you guys told me in the comments on one of my Get Ready With Me's that that he had said that. So I went and found that video. I did do that. I feel like it still kind of comes off the tip of my nose, but it does stay a lot better. So that's how much I use. That is plenty for both eyes. Plenty. My 24 items that I am decluttering this month is, again, not very exciting. It's junk mail. We get so much junk mail. And so I have a little basket right by my door. That's where the mail goes. And about once a month, I clean it out. I get all the junk mail out of it, all of the current resident, our friends at, all the junk mail. So that is the picture of my junk mail. You guys let me know in the comments below something that you have decluttered this month, something that you're working on, something that just won't die. Let's start a conversation. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you being here. And until next time, everyone have a great day, and we'll see you later.